Alright, now this video is to help you consolidate all of your event sheets and layout sheets in a way that you can actually access events that you've already made, so you don't have to copy however many events per layout that you want to make. So if I want to make a new level and I want the same controls, I don't have to recopy and paste all my events and use my event limit. Instead, we can just link sheets. So first thing I'm going to do is show you how to link a layout to an event sheet. So let's say I make a new layout. I right-click my layouts, go to Add Layout, and here it says Don't Add Event Sheet. That's fine, because what you can do later is click the layout sheet, and in the Properties window, you'll see Event Sheet None. Here, you could select the event sheet that you want it to use. One word of caution, though, is that if you're trying to reuse doors, you need to have separate doors for different levels. Otherwise, it'll link as if it were from that original level. For instance, if I use the same door in level 1 going to level 2, and then I use that same door in level 2 trying to go to 3, it'll send me back to 2, thinking that it was level 1. So I've made my layout. I now linked it to the sheet. Now, let's go to Event Sheet 1. Here I've got some animations, I've got some particle effects. That's all great. But let's say I wanted to include my speed boost from a different level. So what I could do is go to Event Sheet 1, and I can right-click and say Include Event Sheet. So once again, I'm in the event sheet for level 1, right-click, I say Include Event Sheet, and for some reason, I think because of the way that my screens are connected on my computer, it just didn't work. So here I'm going to include my Speed Boost event sheet. So now everything from my Speed Boost event sheet is going to also be active here. So just to prove it, we're going to go to our level 1, and we are going to include our Speed Boost thing here. So once you get through the fire, that should be available to you. So you press play, and here we go. I got the fire. Oh, look, I got my little meteorites showing up. I got my speed boost now. And so we're good. That is how you can have single event sheets that are completely specific to maybe movement or something like that. Movement, maybe enemies, and you can save a lot of time on controls, a lot of events on controls. There's one other bit that you can do as well, and it would be add a group. So player controls. So in this group, I can now take any player controls, throw them on in there. And that way, if I want to reduce it and make my layout a lot cleaner, I can. So that is the purpose of this video. Number 1 is applying event sheets to the layouts that you want to do. So maybe you have several layouts that are just linked to one event sheet, and linking several event sheets to a single event sheet so that you have all of your events accessible in the one sheet. The final part of this video is about instance variables. So an instance variable only works for the layout that you've chosen. Let's say I want to do player health over the course of several levels. Issue with using an instance variable from one level is that it deletes itself once you're out of the layout. How do we get around this? We do that with global variables. So a global variable is very similar to an instance variable. However, it's going to span several levels. In fact, all of your levels. So you can make your player health as a global variable, and it'll be usable just like an instance variable. Let me prove it. Health player type, it's a number, initial value, let's make it 100. Okay. So now I'm going to go to event sheet 2. I'm going to go to, let's see, level 2, edit event sheet. And now I've got this set player health to 3. Okay, so on start of layout, we are going to, go away. We are going to set a different variable. Okay? We go down to system. All of your global variables are located in system. So here, I'm going to set the value of health player to 3. Done. And now anywhere it says player health from before, this is when I made level 2. So we go back. Instead of using my character, I'm comparing a variable to my global variable. So health player is equal to 0. So for some reason, I've got some extra text that appears, and this would require some troubleshooting. But after changing all of my different variables from the player health to the global variable health player, it's working. And you can even see the number 1 in the top right corner. I set my bar to multiply a little wider because I just want it larger, but it still works the same. In fact, I'm going to go to the next level, which is level 1, and I did that using my I did that using the global variables.